Hey everybody, welcome to Tokyo Station. I'm in front of the entrance or exit to the Yaesu side of Tokyo Station. This is the 8th busiest train station in the world. It's massive. There's two main sides to it. The Marunouchi side, which is the old facade that looks like Central Station in Amsterdam, kind of built after that in the early 20th centuries. And then there's the newer modern sail version of it. Came in about, I don't know, like I want to say 10 years ago. It's kind of modern. It looks nice, and it's also the start of this adventure today. We're going to be going underground, and I know for a lot of you, this is one of the things that people worry about the most. I know because I got messages to do this episode here. They have a map here of the Tokyo Station area. This is the station already fixed. Now you can see airport to Tokyo Station. You'll be coming in here to the Yaesu bus there. The more important station side, there's a JR Rail Cafe as well. We're here. When I say extremely, it's because it's like pretty much smack jab right in the center of the city. You see the Kanda River going around there, the Imperial Palace where the Emperor lives to the left side there, and that massive station area. And then we're going to be pivoting around over the tracks to the Yaesu side, and this is where we are on that side, away from the gardens up on the north where the Imperial Palace is. And underground there is Yaechika, which is the department's basement level of Tokyo. Underneath that street right there, we're going underneath here. And we're going to see what is actually here, if there's anything at all. And actually there is. But yeah, there's a lot of construction going on there as well. You see the whole of what is now the building I just showed you a minute ago. We'll go underneath here to what is the most chaotic. Here's the map of Tokyo Station for just the two levels, I believe. And you can see that's just the station. That does not include Yaechika where we're going. So inside of Tokyo Station, it is pretty crazy. I was like, why is it closed? Oh, it is closed. Interesting. Or maybe it's closed just because it's Monday. All right, here's the main station. This is where you would go to get your Shinkansen tickets to catch your train. You can see right in there. But we're going to be going underground. Fingers crossed that the signals hangs in there. I would hope so, because if not, I'll have to upload this later. It's an uncomfortable laugh. All right, welcome to the basement. Now this is going to be very easy to get lost underneath here. For the longest time, I thought that said gangster. It's Gransta. I guess, I don't know. At first look, it looks like it says gangster, but I don't know. I don't know if that's just me. Oh, there's a Goriva Cafe over there. That's very interesting. And we have they're tuning the public piano, which isn't always here, by the way. They should do this at Christmas, I would hope. But it's glad to see that they really do care. This used to be a SoftBank shop. Now it's a Goriva Cafe and a bubble tea shop. So this is where things get a little bit hairy. You could go left and right here, and you can see this will take us to Yurakucho. Maybe you can go all the way underground to Yurakucho, but in this direction, again, this will take you to the other side. It's very easy to get lost. There are some maps here. Let's go take a quick look at the map. By the way, for those that are wondering, that is an ATM machine that you can get for foreign cards will be accepted there. Wow. Okay. So here's the T shape. Where are we? Okay. We're here in front of the Kitamura camera. We just came down from underneath the stairs here. You can go left and right, and you can see most of these are restaurants. The, the orange ones are restaurants, the green ones are fashion and goods. So let's go down here, just do a quick loop back of the restaurants on this side. Then we're gonna go on this tea section here. The underneath the street that I showed you, there's a Uniqlo, there's a couple of other shops. There's an American restaurant, which Kanai and I got our Thanksgiving dinner from here one year at Bubby's, which is a New York restaurant chain. And let's hope we don't get too lost. There's a Don Quixote underneath here too for those that are shopping, and you can see here's the restaurant guide. It's a lot of restaurants. It's like Gyoza place up there. Wow. All right, let's go in this direction towards what should be an interesting little stop at the restaurant area. There's a cafe on the left side here. Of course, there's going to be a lot of places to pick up a cup of coffee or a bento or something before you get on the train. A lot of that, though, is inside of the station. You don't need to do that, but you don't need to grab a bento out here. You can get it inside the station, but you'll be surprised. Sometimes you'll find some interesting options outside. The thing is with train bentos, you don't want to get food that is typically hot. In this direction. You don't want to get food that's typically hot because then it has a smell to it, which is somewhat uncomfortable. Wow, as you can see, it's just long, narrow not narrow, but long, wide passages with shops left and right. There's a luggage store. A suit store, shoe store. I guess because there are a lot of business people, you're gonna wanna get a necktie or something on the run. They know what they're doing. A shoe store. It's interesting. There's a bakery down there, ABC Mart. This is interesting. There's a WRX Turbos in the house. How you doing? Here's a 3-coin shop. What's fascinating about this one is that everything in here is 300 yen, or 3 coins. And there's a lot of things for the house, for babies. I see there, furnishings. It's kind of neat. It's like a step up from Daiso, which is a 100 yen shop. You'll see them around. All right, here we go. The restaurant area. The Ikinari Steak, which is a chain. Wow. You can smell the beef grilling. Gonna make a left here. Tokyo Curry Quartet. So is that like a curry street in there? Here, we're gonna have to go around and check it out. One of my favorite curry places is down here. Oh, that's interesting. See the people waiting on the left side? It's for Sushiro, which is the sushi restaurant. The conveyor belt sushi restaurant. That's underneath here. And they even have a waiting area. This is brand new. I don't remember this being here. Does anybody else? This is a waiting area for the sushi restaurant here. And this is where you would pay. Very interesting. And they have announcements in English. Oyster shop. There's a 7-Eleven down here. This must be underneath the Four Seasons Hotel. Wow, a really wide variety of foods. There's an Oyakodon restaurant, which looks really good. Oh my goodness. Or you could just grab something at the 7-Eleven there. I wanted to show you, there's a craft beer and American food restaurant that I saw. I had to make a quick right. Where are we? Just to confirm. We are here. So there are restaurants all on this site as well. So let's go back. Oh, this one here. Antenna America. So they have all these things from the US apparently. Go take a quick look-see over there. Then we'll make our way down the T side, the stem of Yaechika. But you can see here how quickly you could get lost if you did not do a little bit of research in advance. It's quite easy to get. Oh, look at those Belgian waffles. Oh, that smells so good. Oh my goodness me. Danger zone. That would be the danger zone. Oh, here's a Teishoku restaurant. So you can get platters of food. It's usually a pretty good deal. That's about, what, $8 for this? And you get rice and miso soup there. And there's the Honjitsu no service Teishoku is nikujaga and ham katsu. That's a pretty good deal. Nikujaga is meat and potatoes. It's a favorite at home. I'm not sure if I'd eat that at a restaurant though. But I know my wife makes a pretty good nikujaga. Oh, here's that Americana Antenna restaurant. Whoa! I'm going there next week to Asahikawa. There's an Asahikawa ramen place right here. Interesting. Asahikawa ramen has a lot more oil on it. From what I was told, the oil keeps the heat in because it's so cold up there in the north of Hokkaido. The hot oil on the top of the soup gives you a little more padding and fatten up for those cold winters up there. All right, this is the Americana Antenna shop, and they have a bunch of craft beer and stuff like that you can't really get anywhere else. You can see here. It's kind of neat. This is sort of came in about a couple of years ago, I think. But they got a bunch of benches where you can sit down and have a beer with a friend. You just go pick the can that you want, I guess. The prices are a little high, I think, but let's do a figure 8. We'll go back around here. Oh, they got one of these foosball tables. That is interesting. You don't see those in a lot of places. And the prices look a little high. Oh, you can get a blue cheese and bacon burger for move pretty quick. I figure it's less than 2,000 yen. All right, moving along. All right, 1,840 yen. Thanks for that. Looking in the live chat here. It's fun just to kind of walk around the basement of Tokyo Station's Yaechika and see what they got. All right, down here there's a post office, just to let you know. If you can't find that post box, you can go down to the Yaechika. This is the main entrance way. I believe the post office was over this direction. There's a Family Mart. And you know, convenience stores typically have post box as well if you need to send your postcards before you leave. But the main exit to the station was over there. Those are the stairs that we entered in now. So we're in the main plaza, which is this funky walkway tiling here. Oh, right. I see it now. This is the Hokkaido store, and I've gotten stuff here before. Do you see that right in the center of your screen? That's the Hokkaido Foodist, and at this shop you have a bunch of stuff that typically you can only get in Hokkaido. They have a Hokkaido store as well in Yurakucho, but this is really good. Look at a Hokkaido milk and stuff, Hokkaido cheese, mango lassi from Hokkaido with Hokkaido milk. Of course, it's like the dairy center of Japan here. Oh, this is so good. Look, the autumn and stuff is here. They have Hokkaido pumpkins, 1,200 yen. That's pretty high. But these are so good. I sent these to my daimyo supporters. Maybe this is what will get known for next year. No, I sent these, I think, last year, 2 years ago. These are so darn good. It's Hokkaido pumpkin Baumkuchen cakes. Oh my goodness, they're so good. Great with coffee or green tea, either or. Oh, and they have white corn as well, just one ear left. That's really interesting to see. You've got produce in the basement of Tokyo Station. Oh, right, and on this side there's like a little refrigerator section. This is interesting. You have the bear curry and the sea lion curry and deer curry. So you can get that here at a much reasonable price compared to the vending machines. And they do have some hard to find ramen here. It's interesting. Interesting. All right, now we're walking down the tail side. I guess it is, like that's part that sticks up. We're on the right side of that. And one thing I can tell you is that the new buildings have connections into this. The new buildings have connections into this, so you can easily get into the main part of this underground area from the other buildings, but because it's so new, it's really undefined still. There's a Matsumoto Kyoshi here. This is great stuff. Like if you're catching a train to go up north, or you need to get something before you leave on a trip, it's very easy access, as well as this Uniqlo. Wow. So you can get your t-shirts and underwear and socks and things like this just right here in this little boutique Uniqlo inside. They have the summer sale. Get rid of all the summer stuff right now. I hope the signal's staying okay. Yeah, I think the Azabudai Hills might be something interesting to do again, but I'm just checking out to see how this stream goes first. There's also a bunch of underground places in the Asakusa. There's a secret Asakusa underground shopping area. There's a couple on the other side. Of course, there's Shinjuku and Harajuku, and so many new ones have come up over the years. We're gonna be coming back around, but this is Bubby's. This is where you can get some American food if you're homesick, or you're like me and you live here, and I think it's a New York, like a New York type of restaurant. What is Bubby's is a truly authentic American cookery. From its beginning as a pie company, Bubby's blah, 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 established in 1990 in Tribeca, New York City. And there's the Ron Silver, the owner. So I'm glad that they're here, actually, because it makes me feel a little bit like I'm home. They've got a couple of shops around Tokyo. There's a Lawson's where you can grab a coffee, and they have now the strawberry Kit Kats are out in full force. Like the entire booth is strawberry Kit Kats. Oh, this is worth coming down to the basement for. There's some restaurants here. I'll try to hold the camera a little bit better. There's some restaurants here. One of them is extremely famous. It's so famous that if you go to any supermarket in the country, you might find their curry. It's Eric South. And I've come here with Peter before. You can see there's already a line for them. Eric South has some of the best curry in Japan. It's really authentic stuff. It's not a very big place, but they package this up and send it to the supermarkets. That's how popular it is. Wow, it is packed. That's nice to see. I remember when I was coming here during the pandemic, there was like nobody here. I try not to say that word. YouTube doesn't like it. They slap on a like a warning level if you just mention it once. The currency stuff. The yen has really gotten strong. It used to be 160 to the dollar. Now it's 140. Well, they're buying it for selling it for 145. I think it's down to 142 right now. So this is the end, and I'm going to show you up and show you Bizarro Giraffe. It's like one of those landmarks. It's been here for decades, and there's a couple other places I want to show you as we swing back. We swing back now to Tokyo Station. There's a Tully's at the end. We're at the very top of that T. Oh, sing the bells. Oh, we missed the 1 o'clock bell. Maybe you heard it for a brief second. There it is up there. It's this Bizarro Giraffe. And one day this building is not going to be here, but as long as I've been in Japan, I remember seeing the Bizarro Giraffe. And it was these bells here that go up every single hour. These have been here since like the 80s, and a lot of these were destroyed in earthquakes. Every time there's a really powerful earthquakes, these kind of bell systems established in the 1980s when they had the bubble era, a lot of money to burn. They have, a lot of them were damaged in the Great Tohoku earthquake. The one in my station in the town I used to live in before was, and they no longer have that playing, which actually was a really good thing because I got so tired every hour these bells were chiming in the town, like right near the station. And then when the earthquake knocked them out of commission, they never repaired it, and it was too quiet. I started to miss it. It's weird. You can see we are 300 meters we walked from Tokyo Station, so let's go back in that direction underground. If you look straight, you can see where we started this live stream. That there's the sail of Tokyo Station. Let's go back underground. There's exits for Yaechika that lead all the way up the street to the Bizarro Giraffe. So if you do want to come and touch the Bizarro Giraffe, here you can touch where I touched, give him a nice knock, and stay strong, Bizarro Giraffe. All right, back down we go. Into the basements of Tokyo Station. All right, so there's a bunch of noodle shops here. Hey, Vasil is here. How you doing? Want proof that John grew up in New Jersey? Ask him to say the word coffee. What? This place also has craft beer. This is Hasegawa, and they have 2 shops here in Tokyo. They've got a really interesting mix of craft beers from America. And yeah, if you're at the hotel nearby and you want to get something from something a little different, you can come in here. There are some Japanese ones here as well. You can see some of these are Japanese craft beers, and they do have a good mix of sake. And this one is famous for its whiskey. They've got a lot of really rare whiskeys here. As you can see, Hasegawa. Peter and I came here and we found some really good stuff. Oh, I remember I got my dad one of these in Switzerland. Pear inside the alcohol. I think they put the bottle on the flower and the pear grows in the bottle, right? The great thing about the Yaechika is that if you compare it down here to up there, it is so hot outside today. It's really nice. You can come down here for a cold beer. You can get some air conditioning, stay out of the sun maybe. If it's raining, you can come here and get not just a quick lunch. We went by a Yoshinoya, which is packed. I guess it's lunchtime, so you can get a bowl of gyudon or a beef bowl for like $2.50. This is Rakuten, which is the mobile. They're the cheapest ones right now. I think the plans are going like, it's basically a steal. Oh, here's the front of the Bubbies. Now, I used to come here to get a slice of pie, but since I stopped sugar and stuff, I don't do that often, but they've got this Mile High apple pie is really good, and the sour cherries are good, and the apple crumble pie is pretty good, and they're about $5 a slice. So, again, their pies are really good. But they have a Thanksgiving. They have a Thanksgiving meal that they have that you have to pre-order, which is always really good stuff. But it's like a little slice of the U.S. down here. There's the Starbucks and the Yaki Imo caramel drink, which is just basically pure sugar. I'm not complaining. Well, I kind of am. but it is really pure sugar. This is weird. They're promoting in the window here for HIS Travel the California Disney Resort experience. Now, I don't know about you, but anybody who knows anything about Disney in the US, they've jacked up the price so high with the dollar so strong. I don't know anybody from Japan who'd want to go to California's Disneyland resorts when Tokyo Disneyland is just down the street at a fraction of the cost. But hey, go California. A shout out to the couple from California that said hi before the live stream. Started a little late, but it was nice to meet you guys visiting here. They're at the end of their trip going back. Just a little weird. Most Americans aren't going to Disney right now because of the price. They're just gouging the consumer right now, and people still want to go. I mean, it's Disneyland. There's a lot of super fans. We were actually going to go today to Tokyo Disneyland. It is literally, if you do it in US dollars, I think it's like $65 a ticket for an adult to get in. That is just more than half the price. Less than half the price of the US, right? And the food and everything, comparatively, it's such a good deal for foreign visitors. Here's the Hokkaido shop. You can get a Yubari melon ice cream here. Whoa. Just get it from the convenience store here. Oh, and they don't have any more. They don't have any more, but you can see they have the Hokkaido corn tea, but they don't have the Yubari melon soda, which is a personal favorite of mine. All right, let's get outside here. It's a French cafe. It's a French cafe serving Japanese cuisine. Rice. There's a baguette. That counts. There used to be an H&M in here as well, but it looks like they're gone. It's pretty fascinating inside the basement area. But because they haven't we can go this way, yeah. This is the exit. You found the red carpet, or I guess the tiled markings to lead you to the entrance of Tokyo Station. Okay, very quick, we'll make a detour this direction. And if you're looking for gifts and stuff, you're about to get on the bus to go back to Narita Airport. This is a good place to do some of your gift shopping. I mean, it's really good. And you see here this Don Quixote. It's not very big, but it's like stocked with a lot of the stuff that you would want to take back home as gifts. And by that, I mean, like, right now they have every single kind of Kit Kat that is available. This one is new, the Membran. And then they have mint ice cream, which I think they have in the West. But the royal milk tea one is really good. Again, they have like boxes of ramen and stuff like this. Gifts that you normally would want to take home. They stock it at this Don Quixote. And then there's one across the way here with even more goodies, more of the bags of candy and things like that. And I come here every now and then. It smells like a Halloween bag. You have more Kit Kats and more goodies underneath here. Oh, here's the post office. Right here. We got a couple of post boxes and ATMs. They take foreign cards at the post office. And then there's the entrance to the window for the post office, as well as a Family Mart, which is having a sale on onigiri. Wow. There's some good looking onigiri here. Wow, look at that. Smoked salmon and different kinds of rice. There's been a push to make food more affordable, so and better. The more affordable food, better. And what they're doing is they're making things like the onigiri, which is only 100 or 120 yen, more appealing. So you're seeing a lot of these very stylish ones. This is some good-looking teishoku. So shout out to Family Mart. They've done an amazing job competing with 7-Eleven, and Lawson's is starting to make some gains against 7-Eleven, which is the leader in the convenience store war here. Mini Stop, which is famous for its soft ice cream cones, and there's Circle K in the Nagoya area, and there's Popura in the Hiroshima area, so there's regional convenience stores. Some of them are also abroad, Seiko Mart up in Hokkaido. I used to play games with my students where we would throw a ball around and try to name a different convenience store, and I think we got up to about 18 before people really started racking their brains. The Yamazaki Daily Store, what were some of the other ones? There's just too many. Or there's 18, because that's where we started to lose it. All right, we're back at the tuning piano here. This is where the signal was not that great. But we came in through these stairs here. We came in through these stairs right here, right from the central entrance or exit of the Tokyo Station Shinkansen. But I wanted to show you just a couple of other things in this underground area before we stop, just really quickly. This is more like a Depachika. And a Depachika is, you guys can see this right here. A Depachika is where you have these stands. They look like yatai or stands here, and they're all selling different kinds of foods. This one in particular is a meat one here. Do you guys see it? They've got this like $100 meat bento. Let me show you really quickly. Wow. Wow. So they do these like really nice bentos, and he's like, wow, cooking it on there. Wow, that looks very good. So like looking at here, wow. So he's like cooking burgers right on there. You don't get any fresher than that. Whoa. And then underneath Tokyo Station, I'm being mindful to try to mindful of the people around me here. To be, to put a ribbon in this episode, This is where they have got a lot of shops, and we are now inside underneath Tokyo Station. You see the signs for the Shinkansen right up there. A lot of gift shops. There's the entrance. There's a lot of people, and you see how much more crowded this area of Tokyo Station is comparatively. But you have a Ghibli store, you've got a lot of other stores, and then there's the entrance over there to enter into the trains. So there you go. You can get lost underneath this part, but it's so crowded here. I think it's better to stay with the Yaechika for today. Oh my goodness. There's some gift omiyage boxes here. And the Tokyo Banana has a shop underneath here as well. There used to be, oh, there's a special Calbee store. Do you see that over there on the right side? They make like craft potato chips and stuff. And this one's really interesting. Tokyo Banana. Tokyo Banana makes a curry pan. And it actually looks really good. They're like baking it over there. They have it like baking over there. Interesting. It's making me drool. You guys can't smell it, but it smells really good. I just noticed this. Is this new? On the right side, they opened up another kind of a restaurant area. There's a couple of shops here. This is a Hokkaido Kaisendon shop. I hadn't noticed this one before. This looks kind of new, and the prices are really good. This is what is it, about $11 for that? That's really good, comparatively. Interesting. You get the Mega Kaisendon. That's 2,800 yen on sale right now, and that would that's what is that, like $17? That's a really good deal for fresh seafood from Hokkaido. There you guys go. I hope we have. Nirot is drooling. I don't blame you. I'm always looking for good regional stuff for my daimyo supporters. There's some autumn dryaki, matcha cakes, and then kinokuniya. Oh, wow, there's a lot of good stuff here. You could spend hours and hours underneath Yaechika just looking at stuff. It's like a museum of everything. It's just, the most important thing is, hey, Champagne Sumo is in the house. The most important thing is getting out alive and finding your way back to Tokyo Station. And this is where we started 40 minutes ago. Blue skies, fresh air. We're now 300 meters away from the Bizarro giraffe. What a fun adventure. And now you've gone shopping, you've got bags of stuff, well, in theory, and you're ready to get on your train to go either back to Narita on the Narita Express, take a express bus, which is over there, which is a cheaper option. I think that's about 1,200 yen to Narita Airport for an hour and some change. And then here you go. Tokyo Station, where we've been many, many times, where they closed the entrance to the Hokkaido Shinkansen about 10 days ago for the typhoon. I was here doing a live stream then for that as well. Boom. Interesting. All right, I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this. If you want me to go to some other underground areas, it's very easy to get lost. This is my backyard, so it's a lot easier for me to navigate from one place to another. I thought that was Otani for a second. He's like on every advertisement in Japan right now. Otani. Like, I want you guys to, and there he is. There he is. I think he just hit another. I want you guys to find places like this. This is the Japan that I really want to show you a little bit more of, but a lot of people don't watch that on YouTube. I did some live streams in an area just like this in Zensuji, and those get typically about 30% of the views we normally get on Tokyo-based live streams. Just everybody wants to come to Tokyo, but I think after you get to Tokyo, you got to figure out where you want to go. Hey, this guy did shopping. That guy did some shopping. That guy did some massive shopping down in the basement of Yaechika. That's what I'm talking about. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. All right, Rixie, there's one of those in Asakusa. Yeah, I plan to go there. Oh, hello. How you doing? Nice to see you too. Yeah, have a good one. Hey, you have to come and say hi for the card. I was like, thanks for coming to say hi. I saw a couple of people that were watching me, and I didn't know because I'm underground, and you have to be real sensitive with people's privacies here in Japan. I do my very best, but this area that I just showed you is going to change quite a bit. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Is this kind of live stream is valuable for you to help prepare for your trip or give you some ideas? Like this new building here has a nice deck where you can look onto Tokyo Station from up here. In the basement, there's a really good burrito place called Frijoles, which is the Chipotle equivalent. And the taxis usually in the Yaesu side will drop you off right here. And there you go. You pretty much know how to make your way around Yaechika and the underground parts of Japan. The underground parts of Tokyo Station. But my point of all of this is Yaechika here is basically a dead end. There's nowhere really to get to. I guess you could go to Rakucho, unless I think it's pretty much a dead end. You have to go outside. On the Marunouchi side, you can go all the way underground from the other side of Tokyo Station, underground all the way to Ginza, and then maybe to Shimbashi, actually. It's pretty crazy. The underground of Tokyo is not just subways. It's like stores and passageways and restaurants. And if you're looking for a vending machine, my advice, go underground. There's more stuff. There's convenience stores, all sorts of stuff underground. You won't find it up here. Rent's too damn high. Yeah, underground. That's where it's at. And I don't think these are going to be here much longer. You see, those are old school. This is so special. I just come here and marvel at this after 5 or 6 p.m. These are old school neon lights. They're not going to be here much longer, and right now they're off, but this is the touch of like East Asia that we saw in the old movies that is not going to be here much longer. There's a couple in Shibuya, not that many, but when I came here in '98, it was only neon lights, like advertisements, and it was just an amazing sight to see them flashing and blinking like GIF files in a 1998 HTML website. It was just so vibrant. But now these are the really old buildings and the last of them, and they might not be here much longer. They're making way for these kinds of buildings here where there are no advertisements. Just kind of sad. All right, everybody. I'm out of here. I'll see you in another live stream tomorrow. I probably will take you on another adventure. I usually park my bike right here. Don't tell anybody. You're not supposed to do it, but the only people who know are me, you, and the pigeons that sometimes poo on my bike. But today it's okay. Nice. Yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments below. I really appreciate you guys spending some time with me. Thanks so much for the super chats. I'll take a look and thank all of you if I missed any of it. I was trying not to walk into a wall, so I wasn't looking at the live chat so much. 8H is here. Yo, always love your posts. Speaking of the underground, I heard there's a comprehensive channel in Tokyo in case of major tsunami floodings. Yes, all the rainwater goes to a special canal, to a special cavern out near Saitama. I used to live near there. Sometimes you can get access to go and film in there. It's something that maybe you're going to see on the channel pretty soon, but it's an engineering wonder. But there's a lot of underground stuff that we have not explored yet. Conversely, on the flip side, there's also a lot on the rooftops of buildings that they utilize that for restaurants, spaces. In the summer, they're usually beer gardens. So I have not taken you to many of those. So there's a lot of different layers to Tokyo. It's really a 3D type of an experience. But don't be afraid of the underground. Just kind of take advantage of it if you got a little bit of time. If your hotel is in this area, it's pretty cool. there's some pretty interesting places to eat as well. All right, everybody, take care. I'll see you. I'll see you in another live stream, probably tomorrow. Mata ne.